could work before feminism came around. Where did this idea come from that women couldn't work before there was
you couldn't have a
feminism?
credit card till
Well, they
the
literally
70s?
couldn't.
No.
Like, they couldn't have been.
No, listen. Men were responsible for their wives' debts. So you, as the wife, could go to the local department store and you could buy whatever you wanted to on your husband's credit, and he had to pay the debt. So yes, while it's true that they wouldn't give women credit cards, they gave it to the man, the woman could still go spend as much as she wanted to and never was responsible for the debt in the marriage, ever. No debtors ever came for her. She was never responsible for any of it. And the reason you think that this is why the world works is because what's called standpoint theory. So what standpoint theory is it's a feminist theory which says that history, because it's subjective, women's history needs to be told only through the prism of a woman and how a woman thinks about it, rather than what's objectively true. So they'll leave stuff like that completely out.
Most men, your career, even if you're hyper successful, that's wonderful. That's really great for you, but it doesn't make you more attractive as a partner. Also, we don't really reap any benefits from your success because you said you want a guy to pay for first dates. So oftentimes, even if a woman makes a lot of money, she doesn't even want to equally contribute to the start of the relationship and pay for dates, pay for first dates. So why do men not care about your drive and ambition? Because quite frankly, we don't reap any benefits because women typically don't share their resources with men the same way that men share their resources with women.
Women really saw their husbands come back from 12 hours of work, miserable and tired, and thought, gee, I want to do that too.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
That nigga got a point.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So y'all saw the thumbnail, so y'all already know what time it is. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video.
Yes, I fell for the okie doke. I was bamboozled. I was fooled. I grew up during a time when it was encouraged that women be independent. You know, have your own this, have your own that. You don't need a man. You're strong. And we fell for it. A lot of us fell for it. But I remember talking to a gentleman, even back then, he was trying to explain to me how he did not think that that was going to work out for me so well. And I kind of just chuckled because, I was living my life. Ha! You know what I'm saying? But he talked about an elevator. He was like, it's like an elevator. When you go in the elevator, it tells you the maximum capacity that elevator is meant to hold. He said it doesn't mean that if you put more weight on it than it was made to hold, that it's going to break down immediately. But over a period of time, there's going to be a whole lot of wear and tear and a whole lot of maintenance issues. And it probably won't live the lifespan that the engineer intended it to have. Just like women, he said. It doesn't mean that you can't carry the weight for a short period of time, but what it does mean is that you were not intended to carry the weight for a long period of time. And when you do, you're going to have maintenance issues. You're going to have a lot of wear and tear, and you might not even have the lifespan that you could have had if you didn't carry all that weight. And I think about that now. I think about all the stories I hear where women are talking about how tired. Yes, I fell for the...
And look, it only took y'all about 60 or 70 years of being in the workforce, full force, to be tired of this. Now y'all tired of paying bills. Now y'all tired of working. It just proves that everything men have been saying in these male spaces is right. Y'all really don't want to work. Y'all weren't really built to work the same way men do. And look where we're at now. Birth rates are lower than they're ever been. Women don't want to have children and have families anymore. All women care about is their career and hanging out and having hot girl summers and having 304 phases only to turn around. And by the time they done did all that, they look up and they 30 and now they over here trying to hit a buzzer beater. And then the first thing they do is point the finger at men because the men that are in the same age group as them aren't taking them seriously, because the men in those same age groups knew what the fuck they was doing in their 20s and in their prime. And now now those very same men that they probably wasn't even given the time of day to are supposed to settle down with those women. And most of those women that came out with kids by that age. See how that works?
Is don't talk over me. And now you're getting mad because I'm setting boundaries.
I want to let you know.
You're mad that I'm setting boundaries. Okay, and you're mad I'm setting boundaries. A real alpha, and I'm gonna just keep it a $150. A real alpha doesn't give a fuck who else. There could be mad alphas in the room. I'm an alpha. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me because I'm a leader.
We're not in a relationship. You're comparing regular people as individual alphas in a relationship.
You're literally taking it literally instead of reading in between the lines. If you're an alpha and you are comfortable within yourself and being confident, why does it matter if you're also with an alpha?
Because those
or someone who's also strong-minded, contains leader qualities. I'm not done. Contains leader qualities. Is there something funny?
Yeah.
What's funny? I want to hear it. What's funny? I just feel like you haven't had a guest like this before, and you're just astonished. I don't know.
I'm not worried, concerned about you.
I never said you were. Is that what I said?
Are you mad?
No, is that what I said though? You just put words in my mouth.
I just made a little smirk, and then you mad.
I just asked you.
Listen, and talking alpha woman. What are you, Wonder Woman?
Don't put words in my mouth.
Beyonce and Jay-Z outside the United States.
I'm not done. You just didn't you say before the cameras came on we don't talk over each other? I'm not done though. So please wait.
Name me a Beyonce and Jay-Z outside the United States.
That's what I want to know. I'm not done. Like please. Like I was just saying before I forget my question.
You toxic as
there
fuck.
Are men. No, it's just y'all have to follow the same rules, the same way he.
Hold on.
But the same way
this is my motherfucking
I get
show.
it's your podcast, and I hope y'all don't clip this.
Look,
I hope y'all don't clip this. But all I'm asking is don't talk over me. And now you're getting mad because I'm setting boundaries.
I want to let you know.
You're mad that I'm setting boundaries. Okay, and you're mad I'm setting boundaries. You're mad I'm setting boundaries.
No, ma'am. There's a thin line between having boundaries and just trying to run somebody else's shit. And ma'am, you was trying to run a show. Let's not sit over here and be fucking disingenuous about this shit. Because the reason why they were smirking at you is because you were proving a point for them just by opening your damn mouth. That's why they were laughing at you. You just got your head so far up your ass talking about some alpha that you don't even realize that they laughing at you. Let's keep it moving.
I feel like women need to stop using their educational status or their accolades to try to downplay, degrade a man and make a man feel less than. Like the fact that I just had a conversation with somebody and she was like, well, I have a double master's. I have a master's in political science and a master in mathematics. What do you have? No debt. But you work in Chick-fil-A and you owe the government 100 G's. What are you talking about? All this stemmed off of because you asked me for $40. You started telling me about your educational status. Fuck you.
Permission to speak candidly. That man doesn't care about how much money you make. You don't pay for nothing anyway. My homeboy was saying that he was dealing with somebody who was extremely independent, just over the top. But like, she was saying he didn't appreciate her accolades or anything like that. And he was like, why do I have to respect your job when you don't pay for anything?
The look on her face after she said that, she said, bruh, it's the biggest hypocrisy in today's dating market, bro. We got a bunch of women out here acting like they boss babes over here demanding a man pay for all their bills. What kind of sense does that make? This is why I say we have the most independent, dependent women in the history of ever, bro. They have more access to everything that they could ever imagine. And they still out here complaining. They still out here acting like it ain't enough. All because y'all been influenced by a few women here and there to find y'all a man that pays for all y'all bills while y'all still over here making money y'all damn selves. And then on top of that, y'all want these men to care about what y'all do for a living, even though y'all don't want to contribute to the home financially in any way. Yeah, it is stupid. Let's keep it moving.
When
what do people your age think about it, about feminism?
They don't think that it's a conspiracy being, like an anti-natalist, satanic conspiracy.
They're uninformed.
I think you might have a little something going on, but I think that's
listen.
right.
Hold on.
No.
You gotta qualify that statement a little bit.
She's calling me crazy, even though it's well documented that Gloria Steinem was a CIA agent.
I think you have a little conspiracy-minded thing going on where you're looking for a conspiracy and everything.
No, I just am informed and educated, and I'm not arrogant enough to assume that my ignorance means that somebody else is crazy.
I mean, I can also say I'm informed and educated, and we can go back and forth saying that forever.
Well, so do you know then that what she's saying about Gloria Steinem is not only correct, but that through the Congress for Cultural Freedom in the 60s and 70s, the CIA was pushing feminism through like 40 different publications around the world. They sent, people to festivals.
So what if Gloria Steinem was like a CIA operative? Gloria Steinem's not the only feminist
I'm saying it's not just her. I'm saying the Congress for Cultural Freedom, which was a widespread CIA program that went around the world in dozens of countries and had hundreds of magazines, newspaper outlets, all pushing feminism. This was not just like one lady. This was like a broad effort during the Cold War to kind of differentiate Western liberal values from Russia. So they pushed feminism in the
are you anti classical liberalism and Western liberal values?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
But you're also anti-communist. I'm very curious maybe that's off topic, but
you can be both.
You know what? I was really happy when I came across that last clip, because what it showed you was that it doesn't matter if a woman is trying to tell another woman something, and it doesn't matter how a woman says it, because if you notice, the brunette is a little bit more, she comes off a little bit more assertive and a little bit more forthcoming in her speech towards a younger woman. But the blonde lady, she tried to say it in a more calm way, I guess you could say, if we over here trying to tone police between the two women. But notice that between the two, that young lady still took it the same way, even though these women are literally telling her about things that happened before her time. Most of them girls on there be like in their early 20s for real. That girl looked like she couldn't have been no older than maybe 21, 22, 23, 24 at the oldest. The women that you're having these conversations with, this was stuff that was happening around their time. Or if not, clearly they've done the homework to know more of what happened to lead to where we are now than you. So who are you to sit over here and be so combative about something that you really don't know anything about, because it happened way before your time and you haven't even taken the time to learn the history about it? See what I'm saying? You can't tell these women nothing, bro. It doesn't matter how it's said or who it's coming from, even when it's coming from their own gender. Let's keep it moving.
Same with guys. A guy that's got a lot of money will find a girl that is below level them, so they can feed them, so they can control them, like gift them, because it makes them feel good.
I do hear you. I'll be honest, I don't think for most guys, I don't think it's like I want to choose a woman who makes less than me so I can control her. It's just that they just choose for different reasons. Especially if a guy's got a lot going on. Like if he's got a level of success and he's in a financially good place, he doesn't care how much the girl makes, because it's like, I cover that.
Yeah.
And plus, let's be honest, guys don't look to women to provide for them more often than not, right? So how much she makes is not a factor. It's more about, am I attracted to her? Is she peaceful? Like, do I like being around her? Is she nurturing that sense? Is she feminine? If he's masculine, it's like, is she feminine? That's what guys care about. If he earns more and he can afford to give more, and the masculine is generous to the feminine, he will do that. Do you know what I mean? She likes to receive. The feminine receives, right?
Yeah.
I've created a guide on the 5.
And you know what? I'm really getting sick of women trying to use this as an excuse as to why men don't care about what women make. I've already shown clips that earlier in this video, but let me put it to you like this. I look at the same way y'all look at that is the same way men look at women who want a man that pays all the bills, even though that woman is financially stable herself. So just like y'all want to shit on men in that manner when it comes to them not caring about how much a woman makes, and you think that he's only going after these women so he can have more control, y'all want men to pay all of the bills while y'all still make y'all money and don't contribute anything financially. And then some of y'all women that are cool with 50-50, the only reason why y'all are okay with doing that is because y'all want to have more power in a relationship. I.e., a good example of that is Gabrielle Union. And if you know about her story, then you already know exactly where I'm going with that. But I digress. Let's keep it moving.
Men, when we get money or we provide, we see everything as a whole. We see family units. That's why you got a lot of dudes who take care of their whole crew. Because that's just what we do. See, those dudes don't got women and wives, so they got their crew. But we like that. We run in packs. So my pack would be my wife and my kids. Whatever I do is to make sure they cool, regardless. Same way you said, like, it's choices. For men, there is no choice. It's eat or be eaten. So we're gonna do whatever to make sure the wife and the kids got food, can go to school, and a roof over their head. Regardless of the situation, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Women, if y'all go out and get money, it's more like it's a singular thing. It's like it's about me. I'm gonna get this bag for myself.
Is the woman married or is it like?
I mean, I don't know. It
doesn't matter.
I feel like even if the woman is married, if she go and get the bag, it's not about taking care of the home. It's about taking care of herself. I feel like she gonna go acquire this bag, and she's not thinking about how she got to make sure her husband and her kids is good. She gonna make sure the kids is good by nature, but it's really about self. Especially if she don't have kids, then it ain't about building with nobody. It ain't about making sure anybody's good. This is her own little bubble of security.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Trauma? Remember, I think you mentioned trauma.
Yeah,
right,
about being hurt by people in the past.
I think you're literally going down the same path of like that conversation. The statement you made about trauma.
Men.
And there go her tennis ball head ass over here trying to deflect blame on. Nah, they trauma ain't got nothing to do with why they acting out like that or why they all of a sudden they feel like they don't need a man just because they're making a little money. That's like a man who starts to make more money, starts acting brand new and only starts dealing with a certain caliber of women or a certain type of people, and then the first thing that come out of his mouth is, well, it's because of the trauma that I've been through. That's why I act that way. Man, women aren't going to accept that. This is why I keep telling you guys, man, y'all gotta quit accepting these bullshit ass reasons that these women give you, because trust me, 9 times out of 10, any excuse that they give you, they're not gonna give you the same grace, bro. They're not. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.